Christmas Eve. I was sitting there staring into space. My room was without sound, without color, without smell. Why do people make such a big deal about Christmas anyway? There was no difference between today and any of the other days I already sat through. I let out a long sigh. Thinking back, I had actually believed in Santa when I was a little kid. Santa. Not coming tonight? I don't think he'll be stopping by. Is it because I'm not a little kid anymore? Sigh. I let out another sigh and looked around the room. That's when I saw her. Oh, she cute.
선물을 줘.
That's cute. There was a little Santa standing there. She had just appeared out of nowhere asking for a present. The nerve. Where'd she come from anyway? She hadn't been there a second ago. I couldn't really be sure. I didn't really want to think about it either. I'm sorry, I have nothing to give you. I had no idea where she had come from, but she was very cute for Santa.
남은 거 없어?
There's nothing left for me? Right, I don't have any money or anything.
다른 건?
Anything else? I can't exactly give you my computer. My clothes won't fit you. I don't really want to give up any of my books. I really have nothing at all for you.
그래도 줄 수 있는 다른 거 없어?
There's nothing at all you can give me? Like what?
꿈이나 희망
Maybe a
같은
hope
거.
or a dream? I don't have any of those either.
그래 보이네.
Yeah, doesn't really look like you would. Sorry, go find someone who actually has something to give you. She said, shooting me an angry sideways glance.
선물 주기 전까진
I'm not leaving
안 갈
till I
거야.
get a present. Do as you please. Was all this one big hallucination? Could I be dreaming? The little Santa girl smiled and skipped circles around me. It was Christmas Eve. I couldn't be sure if this was really happening or if all was just a dream. Putting the reality question aside for a second, this cute little Santa said she wasn't going to leave my side. 12:24, Christmas Eve. I locked the door. With that, this room became its own little world. It was our own little microscope, unreachable by those outside it. I closed the door because this wasn't a miracle or anything. There only needed to be one of me in this world. I was fine with being alone. But Santa was still running here and there. She was hopping around, showing no sign of stopping. She was driving me insane. Sit. She sat. I had this feeling if I told her to shake, she might actually give me her hand like a little puppy. I decided not to test the theory out. Who are you?
산타.
Santa. But you're wearing a school uniform.
그래도 산타야.
Still, that doesn't change the fact that I'm Santa. Somehow. When I first laid eyes on her, I also recognized that she was Santa. How had I known that? No clue. However, there are those times when your mind just throws out all thoughts and chases down a feeling instead. Today I was experiencing the phenomenon firsthand. Christmas Eve. I just wanted to throw out reality and chase after this fantasy for a little while. Hasn't the world given up on Santa?
교복을 입고
I threw on
미소녀가
this
되어서
uniform and
살아남았어.
transformed into a pretty little girl to survive. That's why she's wearing that school uniform. Dang. How do you like being a pretty little girl?
코스튬 플레이?
Feels like a bit like cosplay. You must have failed as Santa then.
아니야.
Nope, no way. Just because I'm wearing this
마음만은
uniform, it
산타.
doesn't change the fact that I'm Santa on the inside. If you're Santa, where are the presents? Doesn't Santa normally give out presents?
회수 중이야.
That's what I'm here for. Returns. Returns?
응.
Right.
어릴 때 준
I'm here to take
것들을
back presents I
다시
gave
회수하고
people when
있어.
they were little. Why?
빌려줬으니까.
They were just on loan. What was on loan?
꿈,
All the dreams,
희망,
the hopes, maybe
미래.
some wishes for the future, that kind of stuff. You just lent those out?
응.
Yeah, and I was thinking of getting all the
이자까지
back
쳐서
with
다
interest,
받으려고.
but
다
everyone's
파산했다.
gone bankrupt. Santa was actually Santa was a loan shark. It was all just one big trick. So you're here to collect on all those hopes and dreams you've given me? Yep, I'm here for those all with interest. Sorry, I've wasted them all away. She took a sudden step back as if I shot her with an arrow. I had startled the poor girl. Cute though.
기한이 있어.
You've got a deadline to repay me. A deadline?
24일과
The 24th and the
25일.
25th. That's today and tomorrow.
그 기간이
If you don't
지나면
pay me back, I have to give
교복을
this uniform back
주인에게
to its
돌려줘야
owner.
돼.
What happens if you have to return it? Or then Santa's a goner. Ugh, how? Why is that?
산타는 교복을 입고 미소녀가 되어야만
Using
멸종의
this uniform
위기에서
to
벗어날
transform
수
into a little
있으니까.
girl is the only way that Santa can keep from going extinct. What a difficult situation we find ourselves in.
요컨대
Put it simply, it seems like she wanted to explain the situation.
25일이
After
지나면
Christmas, there isn't a
무슨
thing
짓을
that can
해도
be done. Today and
무용지물이야.
tomorrow are the most fantastic of days. Fantastic?
판타스틱.
Okay, they're fantastic then. Sure, fantastic days. They must have held some special power for her. Then you've only got 2 days to collect your full payment. Yes, it's quite urgent. I'm sorry though, I've got nothing. The sun's coming up. I opened up the window and saw the first rays of light peeking over the horizon. The sun had risen on this fantastic day. For some reason, the word fantastic is bothering me. Sun, 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 sunny day. It will be a bright and sunny Christmas Eve. Not really that fantastic. Some must have hated the snow because it always melted it all away. It burned the snow into non-existence. Poor snow. The warm rays picked on it every year. The sun was a real bully. Reality had a way of being like that too. Santa?
왜?
Huh, Santa's still there. Where's Rudolph?
구워 먹었어.
I grilled him up and ate him. Damn. Did he taste good?
눈물만.
He tasted like tears. Damn. Like tears?
산타는 배가 고파서
Aww.
루돌프를 구워 먹었어.
Damn, so there's Santa serious.
사랑하는 루돌프를 먹지 않으면 안 될 정도로 굶주렸었거든.
I was so hungry that I had to eat him. I had to eat my lovely Rudolph because if I didn't, I would have starved to death. How did you get in such a desperate situation?
빌려간 꼬마들이 파산해버려서
All of these broke little children were
됐어.
unable to repay me, leaving me broke and penniless myself.
루돌프야.
Poor Rudolph.
하지만 괜찮아. 루돌프는 내
But
속에
it'll all be
있으니까.
okay because Rudolph is inside me now. We will
우리는
be together forever. How can there be a Santa without Rudolph?
어떡하긴.
What do you mean I'll just walk everywhere? You'll walk?
루돌프는 날 수
Rudolph could
있었지만
fly. Just because I ate him
루돌프를
doesn't
먹은
mean that I
나는
can
날
too.
수가 없어.
Even if I paint my nose red, I'll still have to walk everywhere.
날 수가 없어.
We have a little moment of silence for Rudolph. So what are you going to do after today and tomorrow are over?
363일 동안 꿈과 희망을 만들어.
With the other 363 days of the years, I normally make hopes and dreams, and with those,
그리고
I
그걸
spread them around on Christmas
24일과
Eve and Christmas
25일에
Day. Santa is so
전국뿐이지.
awesome. You sure are.
하지만 요즘엔 공장 운영이 잘 안 돼서 공장도 무너져 버렸어.
These days, the factory that makes all those hopes and dreams isn't doing too hot either. It got worn down and collapsed in on itself. How'd that happen? It's all those bankrupt little brats. They all filed a
단체로
joint
파산
bankruptcy
신고를 해버렸으니까.
petition. Damn. Pay up, pay up, pay up, pay up. I'm so sorry. I still don't have anything for you. Damn, poor Poor Santa. Morning had run its course and afternoon was already there. Afternoon. Oh, afternoon. I wanted snow. I wanted to see a blanket of white snow. I wanted to see the whole world turn white. Take off for a while, Mr. Sun. Bring back the snow. I'm
배고파.
hungry. Santa looked like she was starving. You're hungry?
내 속에 루돌프가 배고프다고 울부짖고 있어.
Rudolph says he's hungry too. I can hear him whining inside me. What is this wild freaking... This is crazy. Rudolph, was he alive? I've got some ramen.
인스턴트는 싫어.
I hate instant food. Well, screw you, Santa. Then starve. You filthy cheapskate. The loan shark only lashed out at the debtor. Santa gave me a good whack right on my forehead. 1 minute till reset. She hit me so hard that I blacked out for a second and fell back on my bed. Damn, Santa! 1 minute passed, and I've been reborn.
다행이야.
What a relief. Look what you did. Were you trying to kill me?
판타스틱 데이니까 불가능한 일이 일어날 수도 있어.
I told you it was a fantastic day. You should expect the unexpected on a day like today. Sure, it's a fantastic day, alright. It was a fantastic day for catching me completely off guard. Santa?
왜?
Why did you start lending these hopes and dreams to
처음엔
children? I actually sold them at first. You sold them?
응.
Yep. For how much?
절망해.
For all their despair. Despair?
절망을 우리에게
I told them
팔면
that if they sold all their
희망을 준다고
despair to
했어.
us, we would fill them with hope. And business was good?
그럭저럭 인기는 많았어.
Somehow business was actually pretty good. But
그런데
but at some point people just stopped selling us their
인간들이 안
despair.
주고 싶어도
They
못
wanted to let
준대.
it go, but they just couldn't. Why not?
껴안고
They were
있으면서
holding on to
안
it for dear
떼준다고
life,
소리를
screaming
질러.
that it wouldn't come off.
그래서
That's when we just started lending them the hopes and dreams. Why didn't you just give the hopes and dreams to them?
빌려주니까 버리더라.
If you give a dream to someone, they just throw it away.
너도
You
버렸잖아.
did
이
the same. You
채무자야.
deadbeats are all the same. Again, she smacked me on the forehead. She hit me so hard I almost fell over again. Let's just keep going on with your story. If you give dreams to people, they just throw them away. That's what you're making it a point. You're just lending them out now?
응.
That's right. And with all the interest, I figured that would make up for some great returns.
근데
But all you humans are
인간들이-
flat broke. Ugh. Give it back.
돌려줘.
Gimme.
돌려줘.
Oh, poor Santa. Sorry, still nothing. Poor Santa. Afternoon left us and the sun returned to its home. Since we were just sitting here in my room, it wasn't like it made much of a difference anyway. I poured Santa a glass of water. Is there a problem with the water?
루돌프가 울부짖고 있어. 미네랄 따위로 내 식욕을 채울
Rudolph
수
is
있을까
crying
보자.
inside. He says, "You think that the minerals in this water are enough to satisfy Santa's appetite?" Rudolph, considering his circumstances, he was being a little picky. Santa?
왜?
Yeah. What are you gonna do now since everyone is basically bankrupt? There must be some other way to save you, no? Help
너도
me think
어서
of something.
고민해.
We sat there in silence for a while, thinking of a plan. I have no idea. I really thought this whole lending business was a brilliant idea. Are you being a little greedy about all this? The whole with interest thing?
채모자.
You filthy little cheesecake. 10 years ago, you made me a pinky promise that you'll multiply the hope I gave you by 100 or 1,000 times. You'd even close the deal with a spit shake. Damn. This is Santa Girl. She must have been holding on to this grudge for a while now. Pay me back. Give it. You made a promise to pay me back when I invested 100 or 1,000 times. Sorry, it's all just blown away. I've got nothing. Oh, poor Santa. Again, it looked like I struck a bad chord somewhere inside Santa. Seriously, what am I going to do? Santa was getting really distraught over all this. Santa, a day has already passed. In just a second, Christmas Eve is going to be over. And it's gone. Da-da-da-da! And just like that, Christmas was here. I opened my window up just a tiny bit and saw that it was snowing outside. Wow, it was finally snowing. It was snowing quite hard, actually. When I open my eyes tomorrow, the whole world will be covered in white, huh? Santa, are we gonna stay up the whole night?
안 돼.
Nope, children need an
어린이는
early
일찍
bedtime.
자야 돼.
Well, I'm an adult now.
아니야. 내가 교복을 입고 있지만
That's where you're
마음만은
wrong.
산타인
Just like
것처럼
Santa's dressed up in
너도
this
겉으로는
uniform, you're just a
어린이지만
little kid dressed
마음만은
up like an
어린이야.
adult. Dressed up?
외형은
Appearances
중요하지
aren't
않아.
important. What's inside that
중요한 건
counts,
마음.
and I'll always be Santa inside.
마음만은
Sleep well. Santa laid down and pulled the covers up to her waist. I did the same. That's a cute picture, too. Somehow we managed to use the same covers. Sweet dreams, Santa.
허니 드림.
May your dreams be as sweet as honey, little boy. That sound hella weird. I thought we were gonna the MC was gonna be girl. It makes it more depressing that it's a boy. 12/25 Christmas. Oh, look how pretty that is. December 25th. It was Christmas. The world was white and pure. The murderous sun was hanging in the sky, doing its best to try to change that fact. It was murdering the snow one snowflake at a time. Santa?
왜?
Yes? Get rid of the sun. Since it's one of your fantastic days, you can manage that, right?
부탁해봐.
Ask it yourself. Hey, Mr. Sun, go home. It's ignoring me.
현실이 다
That's
그래.
reality for ya. Ugh. Santa started rolling snow into a ball. Santa, what are you up to? I'm making a
두 사람을
snowman.
만들어.
Aha. I started rolling up my own little snowball. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Roll it up, roll! My little snowball was all done. Santa had made a larger snowball for the snowman's body. I put my smaller snowball on top of the larger one. With a few final touches, the snowman was complete. How's it look? If we just leave him here, the sun is going to murder him too.
그렇네.
Yeah, you're right. He's got a day to live his life. Just one day. Look at the cute little snowman.
하루만
A day
반짝하고
to shine as a
생기는
little
희망.
beacon of hope.
다음 날이
Tomorrow he will
되면
melt into a little
스르르
puddle.
녹아.
He'll
반짝할
shine
땐
brightly while
기쁜데
he's here, but he'll be
녹고
forgotten
나면
once he melts.
잊어버려.
It'll be like he never existed in the first place. Ugh. Sigh, seriously, what am I going to do? Santa stole a little glance at me. There were only 14 hours left until Christmas was gone. There were only 14 hours left of her fantastic day. Her hope had only 14 hours left to live as well. Once today was gone, she would also melt away. We had to figure out a way of keeping her around before that happened. How about we keep our little ball of hope in the freezer?
그러면 안 커.
Then the little guy will never be able to grow up. He'll just get hard and freeze up as he is now. What's your idea then? Santa looked depressed.
이제
Is there really
정말
nothing
어쩔
that
수
can be
없는
done?
걸까?
Santa gave me another look.
그냥 줘도
I
안
can't
되고
give away these hopes. I
팔아도
can't
안
sell
되고,
them. I can't lend them
빌려줘도
out.
안
Being
돼.
Santa is hard. That's not a silver lining that can be found. Yeah,
내가
I'm the
마지막이란
last
말이야.
Santa. Huh?
산타는
I told you that
멸종한
Santa was going extinct. I'm the last
내가
Santa in
유일하게 살아남은
existence. Who killed off the rest of them?
너잖아, 이
You did,
친구야!
you filthy debtors.
아파도 싸. 한 시간 동안 생각을 해봤는데 썩 좋진 않은 아이디어가 하나 떠올랐어. 시청 앞에서 파업할까?
How about we go and strike in front of the district office? How about we don't?
왜?
Why giving out all these hopes and dreams is for labor too? No one will understand. The afternoon made way for the evening. We headed back to my room. Santa, it's already evening. Why does it have to be a uniform that saves you? Can't you just cosplay as something else?
교복을 입은 산타는
If I wear this, I'll be a teenager forever. A teenager?
마음은
I'll be Santa on the
산타지만
inside, but I'll
교복을
forever look like a
입었으니
teenager because of
생긴
this
것도
uniform. Uh-huh.
에잇,
Why don't you
너도
put on a
교복을
uniform
입어.
too? What? The next thing I knew, I was wearing my old uniform. The whole situation. How strange. Felt like I was back in high school again.
잘 어울려, 잘
It
어울려.
looks good on you, real good. Santa looked quite pleased with herself.
산타는 힘이 없어.
Santa's running out of steam, that's why I can't be of much
조금밖에
help.
해줘.
Huh?
그래도
Still, I expect a return
만들어주었으니까
with 1,000%
내년까지
interest
1000배로
next year.
불려.
A return on what?
꿈과
Your hopes
희망.
and dreams. When did you give me hopes and dreams?
교복.
They're in the uniform you're wearing. Huh? There were hopes and dreams in this old high school uniform?
원래부터 네
I
속에
think
있던
they were
거니까
inside you the whole
그냥
time. They
꺼냈을
just needed to be
뿐이야.
drawn out by something. Just
조금씩
take your
불리면
time
돼.
figuring out what they are. Feels like they're all going to melt and die tomorrow, though. Santa?
어?
Yeah? I'm sorry.
미안하면 좀
If
갚아,
sorry, then pay up,
채무자야.
filthy little deadbeat. The creditor lashed out. Why did she hit me? Why didn't she hit me this time? She just stared at me with an empty look on her face.
이제
We
시간이
have run out
없어.
of time. For what?
한
There's
시간밖에
only 1
남지
hour
않았다.
left. She was right. There was only 1 hour left until the end of Christmas. You think I'll be able to figure out my hopes and dreams in this 1 hour? Santa, I have a favor to ask.
뭐야, 채무자?
What is it, Mr. Debtor? Come back next year.
어,
You want me to come back next year?
내년에도?
Yeah, next year. You think you'll be okay with paying
그걸로 괜찮겠어?
back the rest by then? Honestly, I'm not too sure.
어이,
I'm trying my best to call upon my hopes and dreams, but I'm afraid the sun is going to be so strong tomorrow that they'll all melt away. But if that were to happen, I'd just have to wait patiently for the next fantastic days. Maybe I can take out another loan then.
이 채무자야.
You filthy little
지금 네가
Debbie, you know
지금
how much
빚이
you already
얼마인지
owe
알아?
me? How much?
7살 때
I gave you the loan
빌려줘서
when you were 7
이자가
years old,
13년
so you've just been
동안이나
accumulating more and
쌓여있어.
more debt for 13 years. So if I were to pay you back, how much would that be?
13명에게 꿈과 희망을 줘야 돼.
You need to give hopes and dreams to 13 people to pay off all that. Are you running some sort of pyramid scheme or something?
산타도 먹고
Santa's gotta
살아야지.
put food on her table too. What a wicked Santa, asking me to pay back my loan 13-fold.
좋아.
Good, I'll be back next year. If you haven't given hopes and dreams to 13 people by then, I'm gonna call it 130 due to interest. 130 people?
그 다음
And by the
해에도
next
또
year, if you
와서
haven't filled that quota, it
할당량을
goes
못
up 1,000 to
채웠으면
300.
1,300명으로 늘려버릴 거야.
Wow, the corruption in your enterprise. Damn, Santa be corrupt over here. The corrupt entrepreneur laughed and smiled.
힘내.
Good luck.
남극과
The North Pole and the
북극은
South Pole will
녹지
never
않아.
totally melt. Huh?
처음엔
If
녹아도
you
녹지
feel like your
않을
resolve is
정도로
starting to melt, just gather
많아지고
up as much as you can
단단해지면
and
돼.
make yourself stronger. And store it all in my freezer?
그럼
That will make it
단단해지기만
stronger, but it'll
하면
be too hard to
많아지지가
add more
않잖아.
resolve to it. Good luck.
태양이 또
It's all melted by
죽여버리면
next year.
내년에
Maybe I'll be
판타스틱
nice and lend you some more on the
빌려줄게.
next fantastic days. And increase my quota tenfold? That's
그렇지.
right. Wow, again with the pyramid scheme, huh?
그래.
Yep, wait till your debts get up to the
만들어봐.
hundreds of millions. You're being unfair, that's impossible.
괜찮아.
It's fine. A pyramid can reach down that
다단계라는
far and just get stronger. Sigh. My short Christmas was already coming to a close. You'll really be back next year?
응.
Yep. I really had no idea what will happen by then.
나도 몰라.
Neither do I. Still.
그래도
I'll be ready and waiting.
약속.
Is that a promise? I don't want to make a promise. I'm just scared of breaking it. Just like a filthy
채무자
debtor.
따위.
With the tick of the clock, Christmas was gone. You're not leaving?
마지막으로
I just have one more thing to say. What is it?
고마워.
Thank you. Konbanwa. Because you
마지막이었어.
were the last. The last what?
마지막 고객이었어.
My last customer. You were my last.
다행이야.
It's a relief too. I didn't lose my job.
일자리를
Seeing Santa smile like that made me feel somewhat touched.
나
For me, I've got at least
내년까지
130 hopes and dreams to
140개의
make
꿈과 희망을
before
만들
next year.
테니까
Yep.
시작은
I'll start
가볍게
easy too,
13개.
with just 13. But I'll be back
내년엔
here with 130.
130개를 들고
Might need
올게.
someone to help me carry them all by then.
그때는
Yep.
그 다음
And
해는
the next year
1300.
1,300, then 13,000,
그
then
다음 해엔
130,000.
14,000.
Wow.
그렇게
If I can
되면
manage that, maybe I can get the
공장도
factory
다시
started
돌릴
back up
수
again.
있어.
Santa? What is your dream? I
사람들에게
just want to give hopes and dreams to others. Of course.
그렇지.
Of course. Good luck.
너도
You too. Ah, it's so cute. This is actually a really adorable little game. Christmas was gone. It was the 26th of December. The fantastic days were at an end. But I still felt that fantasy burning in my heart. Once I stepped out that door, I had no idea if the sun would burn away those fantastic feelings. Still. I had to open that door. If I let all those feelings freeze in here, they'd stick around, but they would never grow. Just needed to last for one more year. I had to last a year and pass on these feelings to others in the forms of hopes and dreams. I was looking forward to next Christmas already. See you soon, Santa. I'll be waiting.